You know?
Dude, I talked to your buddy Eddie Bravo, and that guy is a real.
He's out there.
He's like a deaf Jack Russell almost, you know?
A deaf Jack Russell?
Yeah, because once he gets going, you can't.
Oh, Jack Russell Terrier?
Yeah. You ever been around one of those dogs? You open the car, and then the next thing you know, they're at the. Yeah. They're like sick. Yeah.
But how's he deaf?
Because you can't get him back. Like once he goes, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't get him back in the car.
He's a deaf
Like you're
Jack
sitting there honking the horn. You can't. That guy's out there. You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about, but I've never heard anybody make a description like that. A deaf Jack Russell Terrier. That is hilarious.
Oh, dude, a couple black dudes called me the N-word a couple months ago, dude, and it was like...
That kind of brightens your day a little.
I felt, you know... I was like, you promise? You know, I didn't know what to say.
That's so cool. Thank you, guys.
I like, say it again, man.
Yeah, it's cool when you guys do it. We like it.
I remember when I was young, somebody was throwing rock. Me and my buddy were fishing. It was a black friend of mine who's, I think, in jail for murder now, man, my friend Devin. But we're fishing and some racist white dude or somebody racist who looked white from where we were was up on these train tracks, starts throwing rocks at us.
Really?
And yelling the N-word, right? And so I jump out and I'm like, not me, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least I could.
Yeah, don't get me.
Yeah,
You're getting the wrong guy.
crazy.
You're going to hit me with a rock.
I don't know. We had a guy one time on here who beat, what's that? He has like a disease or something where you can't talk. He had a stutter. And he was, I don't know.
Dude, hit me with the birth name because I read this and I can't even say it.
My name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Theodore Capitani von Kurnatowski.
That's a name, dude.
Crazy.
Oh, they used to call me the N-word all the time in Louisiana.
What?
Which word is that?
Huh? I mean, you can pick one, but it's just because anything that gets a little too many, you know, anything that gets a little wild, they used to drop the N.
So did you do like the open mic circuit in LA?
Yeah, started doing open mics here.
Like at Marty's or where? Like at the
They had a
Comic
place.
Meltdown and stuff?
No, they had a place over on the west side of town. I lived. I was sleeping under, a buddy of mine had a bed, and I was sleeping under his bed for $150 a month.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes even in his bed sometimes. When he would be out of town or when he would leave for work, I'd climb up into his bed, dude. And I've never been heavily homosexual, but I will say this, that there's nothing really gayer than getting into a man's warmth after he's already left the room, you know, and climbing up into his bed. A man you don't even really know that much, but still catching that hit off of his temperature, you know?
That's funny.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
You go over to somebody's house, dude, who you don't know that much, and when they leave the room and get out of their bed, you get into their bed. That shit'll make
You never told him that, though.
That shit'll make a man out of you fast, dude, or it won't. But you find out who's who pretty quick when you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I was doing stuff like that.
Would you rather go to jail for 1 year or go to jail with a Rubik's Cube and you can leave when it's done? Oh, man.
How quick you think you do a Rubik's
Fuck, bro, a science one, huh? I would rather... I'd go to jail for a year. I think it'd be great. These days, relaxing, get some reading done, you know, get in shape, you know.
Maybe get beat up or raped though.
Yeah, get some diverse friends.
Okay. How long would it take you to do Rubik's Cube?
A Rubik's Cube? I bet I could probably do it in a week.
But you want the year in jail. So you could get out in a week, but you'll take the year.
Oh, dude, I'd love to have some time to just relax, honestly. And I'm a pretty simple man, as long as, if I'm in there. I heard the lights are on at night, though. That would be the part that wouldn't do.
Hey, Theo, okay, look, we gonna role play, all right? You my girl, and you just gonna break up with me.
Oh,
Just break up with me, all right?
Just break up with you?
Yeah.
Can I? I'm just asking, can I use the N-word or not? No, I'm just saying, I would always...
Theo, I don't care, but when we step out of here, I can't help you.
Okay.
But you use it at your discretion.
Okay.
Do whatever you want.
Hey, Ellis.
Hey, what's up, baby? What's going on?
You know what the fuck's up, boo? My little...
Baby, why you censoring the word nigga? You know you said freely.
That was a call came in. I ain't censoring shit. I know you been out there with Mr. Joe petting them fucking white animals.
What? What the? Wait, baby, what?
I know you been out there with Papa Joe, petting them little fucking honky muppets.
Shonda, you crazy, baby. Look.
Not as crazy as your homeless ass is. I'm out this relationship, my.
Now, do you carry a piece?
I don't have any guns on me right now. I have a Glock over at the house, though.
Yeah.
I actually shot a deer with a Glock when I was young.
You did? You shot a deer with a Glock. Did it die?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What, was it hunting season or it was just in
It
your
was
face?
hunting season. It was I don't want to say it was unnecessary, but it was. It never should have come to that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I had it, and
Yeah.
may the best man win, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of that kind of thing. Very Spanish. It's kind of like a real Spanish showdown kind of thing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because it looked at you and it was going to come at you? or
Yeah,
what?
it was aggression, and I was scared, and I was young, and I had a Glock.
So you squeezed
I don't know
off.
if you've ever seen the first 48, bro, but the guy with the Glock wins, bro.
Dude named Brian, Brian Purvis, the first Wigga ever, you know, and they don't have him anymore. They have a couple left, I think, outside of maybe Cincinnati.
Yeah.
But he was like the first white kid that ever wanted to be black, and they'd never seen it before. And they put him in mentally handicapped classes because they thought he was mentally challenged.
Is that what they used to do with Wiggers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't know. They'd never seen it before.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they put him in there.
Wow, I can
So they
see
had
that.
people that were really, you know, people that were just, you know, didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Deaf people, blind people that were, you know, freebase victims, all kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you just had Brian Purvis just dribbling an invisible basketball, just wearing a fucking Charlotte Hornets pullover, starter pullover, Apex. And just fucking, you know, blowing menthols and fucking yelling at people.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, man, we don't know what he has, you know?
Is Brian still in an institution or is he out?
No, he's out. Somebody sent me a picture of him the other day. I think he's in prison somewhere, he's in jail, or in or out of jail. But
Yeah.
I wish him well. He's a nice kid. He still looks the same. Had nice eyes. I remember that. He had pretty eyes for a young fella that had a rare disease, you know?
Yeah.
But he was one of the wildest locally, you know?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
people didn't know what was going on. They're like, oh, we don't know, you know?
Yeah.
Science doesn't know.
Yeah.
And he was just, you know, nothing was wrong. He was just, you know, he bought Shaquille O'Neal's rap album and he just watched Space Jam all the time. You know?
Yeah.
And he listened to Boys to Men. He would just wig it up.
Hello.
Oh, no way, bro. No fucking way, dog. That's not real, huh?
Man, look, we do a formal intro, all right? Let's just get it over with, all right?
That's how we normally start our interviews. Let's get it over with. Right. Hello and welcome to Trigonometry. I'm Francis Foster.
Oh, come on, dog. You got to do better than that.
I agree with you.
Thank you. Sorry, man. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You know what you're doing. But you got to try harder, bro.
All right, start
Okay.
again.
All right.
Hello and welcome to Trigonometry. I'm Francis Foster.
I'm Konstantin Kissin.
And this is a show for you if you want honest conversations with fascinating people.
Our brilliant guest today is already taking the piss out of us. It's the amazing American comedian Theo Von. Welcome
Bro,
to Trigonometry.
You guys have, we call it autism. I don't know what you guys call it, bro, but we got it over here. Everybody's got it.
Everybody's got it.
Every celebrity has it when they have a movie coming out.
Right.
They get it like the week before, bro. They get autism, and then the movie comes out.
But you're beautiful, man.
Yeah,
You're a good
I
guy.
appreciate it, man.
You seem like a really good guy, and I'm happy that you found a lady that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just remember seeing you guys laugh and just like being like goofy and just seemed like I was like, man, these two kids are. Hope they don't have a child, you know, because this child's going to be mentally handicapped. But I also remember, because where I'm from, if you see two mentals hugging, you call the cops on them. And that was a rule when I was young, and that's true, dude. That's true. If you see two mentals hugging, you call the cops immediately because once two mentals don't make a non-mental.
Right.
You know, rarely do they. And it's a risk, and it's high risk, low reward. That's what they call that.